It's about time I do another one of these videos, so welcome to my studio. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lishi. I'm a tech creator from Melbourne, Australia, and this is where I create my content. This is a purpose-built studio. It's about 8 meters long and 2.5 meters wide. There was only a certain amount of space that I could work with, but it's a pretty long room. In here, I have two main areas. I've got my desk set up, as well as my recording space. That is a combo of both. And then I do have a little lounge area too. A portion of this video is sponsored by Desky, as they did send out a new sit-stand desk for me, and it is my first time using a desk like this. So let's start off with entering the room. Upon entry, you enter the quote-unquote lounge area, and in here is a 65-inch TCL C8K Premium QD Mini LED TV. Massive name, but it is a great TV. Before getting this TV recently, I did have a 55-inch LG C4 OLED. I still have that, I just put it in my bedroom instead. But this TV is a much better size for this wall. It fills up more of the wall space. I really like the end of this room because I do have a few things on display, such as my DualSense pegboard, which is one of my favorite things in here actually, with the neon light of my name. And next to the door, I do have another wall of a lot of JBL Quantum headsets. If you didn't know, I am a JBL ambassador, and I have been for about 6 years, so this is a nice little piece of history for me. The sofa in here is from Ecosa. It is a sofa bed, which is super cool because I can pull this out and lay down if I would like to. Otherwise, it is a 3-seater, super comfy, and I love the color. I've slept on this a million times. I've sat on it a million times. It's made its rounds from the studio to my lounge room and back again. It is a really nice piece. This part of the room is pretty dark, as you can see. The walls are gray, but it is moody, and I really like it. Then you swap to the other end of the room, which is where I am now. This is where all the fun begins. So as you can see, the highlight of this space is my desk. Desky were kind enough to sponsor this segment of the video, and they did send me quite a few goodies. The main highlight is the dual hardwood sit-stand desk. Now this is so needed for me. I have a lot of back and neck problems. Sitting at the desk all day on the computer, it's really bad for us, but we all do it. So being able to raise this up when I want to stand, this is really important. The dual hardwood sit-stand desk is really nice in size. It has quite a lot of depth to it. The legs are really sturdy, and the mechanics of this, they run so smooth that I'm actually really impressed because this is an electric desk. So we do have a controller on the side that allows you to raise it up and down, set profiles so you can have whatever height you want saved at the press of a button.
One other cool feature is that the controller is Bluetooth enabled, and using the Desky app gives you the ability to adjust the heights from your phone, set reminders to change your position from sitting to standing and vice versa throughout the day, change the colors on the controller to RGB, and if you're an Apple user, the iOS app gives you voice control with Siri.
And to make it even neater, you can get a cable management tray. This also has integrated power. So you can run this whole desk via one cable into your power point. I got really Australian then. Power outlet, and plug all your connections into the power outlets that are in this cable tray. So everything runs really neatly into the tray, plugs into power, and it's hidden away from sight. No cables, no mess. It's really smart, super modular, and actually really impressive. I have the Desky minimal under desk drawer mounted to this as well, which is nice to access some quick accessories or pens and pencils if I need them. And for the top of the desk, we do have the Desky premium wooden headphone stand, which looks so good, especially with my JBL headphones. And the cork felt desk pad too, which gives a little bit of texture to the top of the desk and is actually really nice to move your mouse on. The setup of this was actually really easy, mostly because I got my husband to do it for me. And overall, I just think this really fills the space out perfectly. I'll leave all the links below in the description to all the pieces that I have in my setup, just in case you want to check it out yourself. And thank you to Desky for sponsoring this part of the video. So the top of the desk, there's a few things on here. I do use the Apple Studio display as my main display because I still use a MacBook Air. I have the M4 15-inch if you care to know. And this space is just fun. Like, I am so happy that I now have a better table in here. It actually makes me want to be at the desk more. So I love this setup. But over here behind me is what you usually see in my YouTube videos. I do have an old record cabinet that I use as the backdrop, and sitting on top is my JBL Spinner record player, as well as the Authentics 300 speaker. And of course, there's some shelves mounted to the wall too Sometimes I chop and change the items that are on there. Sometimes it's my DualSense controllers or now my JBL headphones. This space is cute. I don't really know what I want to do with my backdrop, but I like having this sort of stuff on display. I think it feels a bit more homey in here rather than having just like a bookshelf or something. I don't know, it gives it a little bit of flavor, and I like that this cabinet is a retro piece as well. This all looks sad and dreary at the moment, but usually that would be sitting over here, which is what you see in all my content. I just move it out of the way when I'm not using it. But this is just another IKEA Carlby bench top. I just chopped it down to make it smaller and put it on legs. Now that I have this Desky desk, I actually want to get myself a second one to replace this table because it would be nice to stand when I'm doing product unboxings and product videos. As you can see, it is an IKEA Carlby. Of course, they were the desks that I was using. It's quite common that we all use those wooden bench tops. And that is a little look at my studio. This is in its current form. I do have some plans to actually make a different studio because the only thing about this space that I don't like is there is no natural light. I have to rely on artificial light. That's why lighting changes in my videos quite a lot. I love natural light, so there will be some plans changing, but for now it does the job. And I've been in here for, well, it'll be 2 years in December. It's grown with me, it's evolved with me, it's changed quite a lot actually, but it does the job. Be sure to check the description down below for all the Desky links. And of course, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because I'm Lishi, your tech pal from down under, and I would love to have you join the family.